y'all just got to hear her talk about the new HIV cases coming in and where she says they're coming from. Listen to this.
I'm so tired of talking about this, baby. But I got to let y'all know how important it is. Sisters, African American women, come to the post, baby. This ain't no joke. I'm not playing. You know, I have doctors as friends. I have pharmacists. You know, I have people that's my friend that know what's going on too. They said,
you know, so first of all, I want to let y'all know she don't give her credentials. I don't know what her credentials are, but she got all these doctors and pharmacists and different people in high places that are her friends. What are your credentials? How do you have these friends? How are we supposed to trust your word, lady?
Y'all ready? Y'all getting ready. Some of y'all gonna be scared. Me, I'm not scared because I'm celibate, baby. Ain't none of them devils touching me.
Of course, they don't want to. Who want to touch you at your age? And I can only imagine what that body probably look like.
They said, CDC said all the new cases is coming from men, downlow men, and heterosexual women.
Okay, so first of all, it says on your screen 67% of HIV new cases. New cases. Now you're saying all of the cases. Which one is it?
African American women is the top. They at the top of the list of getting exposed because y'all messing with these download men. I've had one. I'm not saying his name because, baby, he be looking in my
Y'all are rising very fast, especially in cities like Houston. I'm going to show that on the screen a little bit later, though.
Page all the time trying to sue me. But yeah, the down.
Of course, he probably trying to sue you because he know you a liar.
67%, y'all. That's almost 70% of men. The devil is so big.
Now she's saying, folks, now she's saying almost 70% of men have HIV. This lady is gone.
He trying to take people's souls because 43 million people have passed away from this. This is the most deadliest.
Lady, tell the whole truth. It's almost 43 million since the inception, since they've been tracking this disease, since this disease came about. Not since last year or recently. It's not no 43 million people recently.
STD there is. And y'all out here trusting people. Y'all out here getting it on with down low men. Well, Auntie, how would I know he's a...
Now, you got to tell the truth about that. I will agree with you about that. That the jokers, the BWs, because y'all know you talking to BWs, are getting it on with not only DL men, but openly GAY men. And they have admitted that. I've watched videos of them saying that, how they're doing stuff with GAY men who are open. So I don't want to hear this mess about no DL men. And sometimes they know that the men have been somewhere, did something with another man, and they don't care. Matter of fact, a lot of BWs are even attracted to that more and more in this day and time. Let's be real, lady.
He can't stand his mother. He disrespectful to every woman. He don't have no respect for women, pimps, players. He's never satisfied asexual. He always want to bring.
Okay, so let's stop right there. Let's break that down. You said that the number one thing that you can tell that a man is DL is that he's disrespectful to his mother, how he treats women, he abuses women or whatever. If that's the case, I'm going to argue that those are the men that y'all typically like. Y'all don't ask any questions and try to figure out what kind of history he has with other women or his mother before y'all screw. Y'all damn sure don't go interview the mother, the sisters, the exes. And sometimes even if you know about the exes, y'all want to prove that he yo ninja now and y'all gonna screw him real good and y'all gonna give him that cooter cat now and your cooter cat was better than the ex. Y'all be on a mission to prove that more than anything. Y'all don't go get tested. Y'all don't require him to get tested. Y'all should be going to get. Why not go together? Why not go to before you screw? But that's not what you do. Y'all be so hot and ready to go that y'all just get it on real quick. Y'all don't care about nothing else but getting that itch out.
A dude in, like a dude named Pony. He always fantasizing about twosomes and threesomes. He
And then you also talked about the pimps and the players, right? You talked about those kind of men. Those have historically been a lot of the men that BWs have been attracted to. Y'all love those kind of men, quick to give your body or sell it for a little bit of change. Let's be real. Y'all be out here, a lot of y'all have sold that thing in some kind of way to men or heavily involved with dudes because I got them on my page. You want a ninja with tattoos that's at least 6'3". How many of y'all are screwing the same 6'3" dude with tattoos? Come on and talk to me.
always want to hit backdoor little Joe. That's all he want to do. He really don't care nothing about a cat. He wants you to give it to him like he get it from his little friend.
And y'all haven't figured that out, lady? Y'all haven't figured out by now that a man, if he wants it in the back or he just wants to be in your behind, he don't want none of your private area, he wants your behind hole. Y'all haven't figured that out? Y'all supposed to be the most educated. Once again, y'all claim this all the time. We the most educated, we the most educated. Where's your damn intelligence though? If you are the most educated, how come you haven't figured out that a man that likes other men, potentially the things that he wants to do with you, how come you haven't figured out that he is actually into other men? And y'all call that DL because we don't know, they don't disclose it. How come y'all ain't able to figure it out?
That's all they obsessed with is getting that thing put in and backdoor little Joe, baby. They be hitting it and fantasizing about a man at the same time. Because you can't tell me you straight, but you obsessed with backdoor.
Now I want y'all to remember, she said she already had one of these men, so she know all about it. And my question to any woman that say this is, how many times did you keep screwing them after you found out or after you even had suspicion that he wanted backdoor Joe or whatever the hell you talking about? How many times did you still do it after that or let him do anything, play with your cat, anything that he did? How many times? Come on, talk to me.
Joe, that's all the signs. I hope I'm describing some of y'all husbands and boyfriends so y'all can get the hell on. Like I said, can't stand their mother, disrespectful to women, put their hands on women, abusive.
That sound like a whole lot of the dudes that BWs love, especially a lot of the dudes that are currently locked up or have already been locked up. They're so attracted to these dudes. They are begging. They are trying to put money on all these dudes' books constantly, trying to figure out when they get out, what's their however they can get their hands on these dudes. So you're telling me that you don't think that a man that have been locked up for years and years and years in the system, you don't think that he's done nothing with another man? You don't have suspicion? You don't want to try to find out? You don't even want to get him tested, huh? Y'all be itching and dying to just give him some. Soon as he get out, whatever hole he can put it in, you just want some. So you mean to tell me you don't think that this is where some of it is coming from?
He stand you for real and tell you every time y'all get into it. You gonna know a down low man, baby. Like I said, don't get his undershirt.
These are the toxic jokers that y'all like. Y'all love the toxic relationship. Y'all love a man put his hands on you, holler at you, go back and forth with you, call you all kind of bees and hoes and tell you ain't nothing and all that. Y'all love that. We see it all over social media. All of the toxic relationships that y'all be in, but y'all can't go and be with a guy that's quiet and peaceful. Y'all think that's boring. Lady, get your ass up off of here.
Fudge in the back of it. Y'all better start paying close attention. Quit falling in love with these men that clearly don't like you. And like I said, you could tell 67% is scary. And the women, 5,000 in one day in one city. I don't know which city, but
of course you don't know which city. Folks, this lady is full of it. If you can't tell by now, that's why she patting her wig on top of her head. Look at this wig at that, right? She ain't got no hair underneath that. She got probably less hair than me. She patting that. I can't tell you which city.
look, But y'all start protecting yourself. Know your worth. You got a man that's abusing
That is your worth.
you, disrespectful, treat you bad every time.
That's your worth. What you just said right now, abusing you, disrespect you, treat you bad, that's what you're worth.
You look around, he talking about his mama dirty Diana, how he can't. He HATE her. Run, baby, run. When I tell you, you better run. A man out come out calling himself a pimp, not to mention all the ones in prison, baby.
Okay, let's talk about that for a minute. How many men that are currently GAY openly, we're not even talking about the DL, GAY openly, or men that are pimps, as you're calling them, right? They're doing this type of game. How many of those men come from homes where their mama was no good, treated them real bad, abused them, neglected them, was doing sexual stuff to them, or had somebody else in the house doing sexual stuff? How many of those men exist in society today? Because what y'all like to do is y'all like to separate the two. Y'all try to act like these men just came out of nowhere. I guess they just birthed themselves, right? They act like they didn't have mothers that mistreated them, that abused them, that neglected them, that caused them to be like this. And why aren't y'all spreading this message in the black churches where y'all go? Because we're seeing it more and more all the time. How come y'all are not saying this stuff to the openly GAY men in the black churches? Because y'all be right in there with them, clapping your hands, playing that tambourine, hollering and screaming, rolling around, shouting or whatever. Y'all be doing it right in the black churches with those men. How come you're not getting on those men and telling them they're a big part of the problem? They're messing around with other men, and then they're spreading their thing, spreading their diseases to the women. How come you're not telling the men in the churches that?
Got them riding ponies in prison, then get out and start trying to be with you. Bossy says,
no, they ain't trying to get out and be with you. Y'all are trying to get in there and be with them.
you got a man in prison. Girl, he riding ponies. Do you want to ride? Ride the white pony. Keep it on the down low. If I describe this and it's one of your husbands or your boyfriend, yeah, you messing with a P. Diddley Cassidy. Y'all better start wrapping it up. In fact, just stop getting your groove on until this outbreak is over. Just quit.
Until this outbreak. So I guess according to you, lady, how are all the DL men gonna get cured? It's just magic. They're gonna turn and stop messing with other men, and then y'all are gonna say, okay, the outbreak is over. We're gonna assume that the DL men have all gone away. Now we can go back to messing with those same men that used to be DL. But I thought y'all, once a man have openly said he'd been with another man, I thought y'all wasn't interested and attracted to that. I thought y'all don't want to have nothing to do with a man who's been with another man. So which one is it?
Cause apparently y'all pickers are broke. Man up with a man, you know he can't stand you. And most of them is jealous of women, cause they can't wear lace fronts like us. They can't get their nails. Some of them do get their nails and feet done. Like
Y'all are screwing men that are getting their nails and feet done in the nail salon with you. Is that what you telling me? They're getting their fingernails done and all that. So that would make them openly, right? You would think that they're openly GAY if they're getting their nails done just like you. So that means y'all are screwing them.
I said, you gonna know a down low man. If he matches undershorts with his clothes, y'all have a good evening.
So let's look at this. This is directly from the CDC's website. And the latest data we have is from 2022, not 2024. And this data says that the 67% number that she's referring to came from gay, bisexual, and other men who reported to have male-to-male sexual contact, most affected by HIV. Okay. Look at how many men that is. 25,000. Do you know what that means for y'all as BWs? And this includes all men, not just black men. But let's just say it's a total of 25,000. 25,000 men that y'all would have to be screwing. And some of those men are not going to fool with women at all. So let's just even say it's half of that. We're talking about 12 to 13,000 men that y'all would all be screwing. BW population in the United States is about 24 million. So you mean to tell me a ton of y'all, millions and millions of y'all, are all screwing about 13,000 men? And I also want you to look at this. This is according to the World Health Organization. HIV is actually trending downwards and it's been trending down since 2010. So that would mean that BWs right now are going against the trend. If y'all are rising, y'all are going against the global trend because globally, the HIV rates are going down. How is that even possible that y'all are the group that's going in the opposite direction of the trend for the whole world? I really have to explain this because in Houston, the health director at Legacy Health tells us that black women who are heterosexual are frequently getting STIs at a higher rate than other groups. Now, how is that possible? Because you're also having other races of men that are in jail, other races of men are GAY. How come you guys are dominating and getting STIs than any other group? To the men watching, let these jokers keep spreading their information amongst themselves. Leave these jokers alone. Find you a sane woman that has good character. She's righteous. She has good morals, good manners. She comes from a good family. I don't care how far you have to travel, what small villages you have to go to. Go and find those women, be with them, marry them, get the hell away from these jokers.